No, exactly, sanest American. Exactly. The normal person, trust me, until you see everything unfolded, I don't blame you for your point of view at all. I don't. But just remember when things come to be revealed down the line of that idea that a narcissist will even consider themselves out, like they would never be able to understand that concept. But it takes a true narcissist to think that way. And that is exactly how a true narcissist thinks. Unfortunately, it just is.
Is XQC a narcissist? What do you guys say in the chat, if you will? Let's give it a play.
If you ask me,
as you invest in your primary relationships, there are certain basics that you want to maintain so that the relationship can have the deepest level of reward for you, and it can be something that can actually bring out the very best in who you are and who those.
Now, I know he said he is to a certain extent, but there is, you know, the way the word narcissist is used now these days, you know, every ex-girlfriend, their boyfriend was a narcissist. That's just what it is.
In front of you will want to be.
Gotcha.
And among those healthy characteristics are things like openness, curiosity, mutual curiosity about one another, a sense of accountability. You know, you want to have a sense of teamwork that says, I want to share with you who I am, I want to know who you are, and so we can put our resources together and encourage each other and stimulate each other as the days and weeks and months and years go by. That's how healthy relationships.
Now, sure, we all are in some form, but at the same time, you know what they mean when they say narcissist. When they put that shit on you, you like scum of the earth.
Work. Now, let's throw the narcissist.
Yeah, I'm at least a portion narcissist, right? Because I think all the streamers are. Anybody who does any job that's super self-spotlighty, self-centered, have to be at least a certain portion narcissist. It's literally part of it. If you're not at least a little bit narcissist, you're gonna fail super hard in those realms. That's how it is.
Look at Brent. He can't help himself. He can't help himself. Am I a narcissist, guys? I don't know. I really don't take myself too seriously. I do this, I'll be fucking up. I'll be fucking up so bad. My stream be bad, my sound be bad. But anywho, let's keep it going.
The mix is like, well, here comes the one that's going to gunk up all those good kind of ingredients. Narcissists don't want to have this sense of teamwork. They want you to be on their team, but what that means to them is they want you to be subordinate to them. And so narcissists carefully construct their own narrative where they're the hero, they're the winner, they're the one that knows the best.
That's true.
And so you don't get honesty from them. They don't want you to think that they're part of the group. They have to be a little bit above the rest of the group.
True.
So self-revelation is not something they're comfortable with at all. They're very calculated. They're always going for an angle.
I would say I'm not that. Like, think of everything y'all have learned, y'all have taught me from Twitch. How many times I've been like, look, I have no idea how to do this. I'm learning, guys. Hopefully I get better, you know, all that good stuff. I don't know. I probably don't really give it too much thought. But when it comes to this Twitch stuff, I mean, there are certain things that I definitely know I'm an expert at. But Twitch, live streaming is definitely not one of them. I promise you. And someone said all the big streamers are. Yeah, I mean, it comes with it. Like, you think about the people who go live and they got like 10,000 watching. Think about me, man. I sometimes, guys, to be honest, I don't even check the numbers. I just say, like the stream and keep it going.
So that said, there are certain things that you will not access inside that person. And I've constructed here 8 questions that a narcissist simply cannot answer because it would require them to have a sense of honesty that just doesn't exist on the inside. So I'm going to go through these 8 questions, and I want you to think if this is something that you encounter with some of the narcissists in your life.
All right, and what we going to do, guys, I'll answer the questions truthfully on my end. I'll answer them truthfully.
Now, one of the first questions is, what are some of your deepest hurts? If you were to ask a narcissist that question, they would just look at you like...
All right, I'll go first, XQC, with this group therapy. I would probably say not having my father is one of my deepest hurts. Because I had my mom, so I know, that component, but like having my father would probably be something I'd just be like, damn, man, it hurts. Growing up, it hurt. Still now, every now and then, it hurt. When I see his ass out in public and I just ignore his ass, it hurt. When I see him at when I saw him at his brother's funeral, they're like, "Henry, your dad." I was like, they're like, "Are you gonna talk to him?" I was like, "Nope, fuck him." All that good stuff, and probably the failed marriage. But I'm like, at first I was really sad. Now I'm kind of happy. So, all right, XQC, you got the floor.
Why would you ask a stupid question like that? I don't have hurts. I mean, sometimes they may actually say, these people over here, and they weren't very good, or these people over here, I didn't like the way they handle it. But then what they do is they'll say, that doesn't bother me, that's just their problem. And so they don't admit that they struggle or they've had strain and tension. They blame, but at the end of it all, they have to come out looking like, I'm strong, I'm better than all of that. You may have hurts, but I don't. But then when you think, well, if you don't have any hurt.
You know, China, I've been self-therapeuting a lot, okay? And I've been admitting to people around me a lot more what are my hurts. And you know what's crazy, chat? Many people that I interact with are kind of dog shit. They actually use it against me a lot. And they kind of like flip it back on me. And I feel like I never get socially rewarded for being vulnerable with people.
As a man, you don't. And they will tell men, stop telling people shit. But like, if y'all want to make fun of me for my dad not being in my life or for my failed marriage, I just be like, it is what it is. I mean, what can I do?
I think that's a big problem with doing it.
Why are you so mean? Or why are you so caustic? Or why are you so rude to other individuals? You had to learn that from somewhere, and they don't understand that illustrates that they've been on the receiving end of some improper treatment. But their notion is, well, the way that I show that I'm strong, I don't admit it. I'm above all that kind of stuff. The rest of you peons have weaknesses. But in healthy relationships, we understand, well, admitting weaknesses is a strength. That's something that's lost on the narcissist. Now, a second question that goes right along with that.
No, I think I'm okay with that.
Why is it so difficult to the point of impossible for you to admit flaws and mistakes? So whenever...
flaws and mistakes. My preparedness for streams, that should be mistakes. I'd be like, remember back in the day, guys, when I was so like organized and like we would happen, it would be like boom, boom, boom. Nope. It probably lasted like 1 or 2 streams. That's a flaw. Preparing. I need to prep more. I be bullshitting sometimes. And maybe I be going above and beyond trying to put as much shit as I can into these streams. Mistakes. Probably calling my high school teacher a bitch was a mistake. Not pursuing my dreams of being a dentist, mistake. Probably not seeing red flags sooner in my marriage, mistake. I'm sure I made plenty. I have to call like some exes or something. They'd be like, remember I told you did this and you said no you didn't? And I was like, oh yeah, maybe a mistake. Look, someone's like, your JDF ones were amazing. Them shits were. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in them. The XQC shit was, it took a lot. JDF took way more though. It was way more personal. I don't know. Sometimes I snap. Y'all never see me snap, but my mouth is calculated.
Basically, it's hard because it makes me feel lesser than other people, and it hurts.
A narcissist,
my ego hurts,
or makes mistakes, and we all do. Rather than saying,
and often there's no positives out of admitting it.
I miscalculated that, or boy, did I just see that in a wrong kind of light. I'm so sorry. They can't do that. Now they can blame if the mistake is so obvious that you just have to acknowledge the fact that something.
Most people hear a weakness, and they see a point of attack, which I think sucks a lot. I think most people have interacted with in the past. Most let's say people that are close to me. I'll be like, yeah, like, I'm like this and this happens and that fucks me up. And they're like, yeah, dude, exactly. Like, you should have admitted this. And then I get fucked on for it, man.
It didn't go right. They'll just say, well, it was your fault. It certainly wasn't mine. Narcissists have such a thick.
Yo, here's the thing that narcissists do, right? They blame everyone else for their problems. Everyone else. As he said, hey, it's not my fault. It's your fault it happened. If someone can never say, oh, like, for example, right? If there is someone who is late for an interview, per se, they say, well, it's not my fault. It was the people that were driving slow. Where I would say, well, shit, I probably should have left earlier. But I'm always a guy who gets early to everything. Just fun fact.
Wall of defensiveness around them that you will not get to know them, and admitting flaws and talking about their mistakes is highly threatening to them, because it means that they're a regular person, and it's like, no, you're not going to know me as a regular person. Or a third question, and this one may make you think, oh yeah, I see this one, and that is, why do you feel the need to impress strangers? Now, when I'm around strangers, or you're around strangers, or people that you don't know very well, you certainly want to be friendly and pleasant. But narcissists, when they...
Because I like attention, actually. Because, chat? This is because I like attention. I like being looked at, and I like being in the spotlight, dude. That's fun.
They see...
Not me. Not me. I'll be off in the cut, chilling. I'm normally wheeling and dealing, you know what I'm saying? Now, look, when I was in college, I was the king of my class, so I kind of had to be hosting parties, hosting fundraisers, all that good stuff. But, like, now, look, I'm in, I'm out. I talk, I handle business, then I'm out. Let's go.
People that don't know them very well, they're thinking,
that's fun.
This is a blank slate here, and I get to write whatever story I want to write. And so the strangers represent shallowness and superficiality, in the sense that they just don't know what they don't know. And so the narcissist can think, well, I'm going to let you know how terrific I am, and so they can make up all sorts of stories or embellish how wonderful they are. They're fishing for admiration. And so when they have somebody that doesn't have the advantage of knowing some of the behind the scenes stuff, it's like, I'll get admiration from them. They'll walk away thinking, what a really nice person, when in fact it's all phony.
Yeah, I do that.
True affirmation and love and encouragement comes as we know each other's fullness, pluses and minuses, not just the superficial stuff. That's another truth that's lost on the narcissist.
Even the
Fourth question.
I don't know. Sometimes I'd be like, look, when I was going through my divorce, I was like, yeah, man, I'm going through a divorce. That's what everyone, that was like, yo, man, we cannot invite Henry. He's going to bring the energy down because he's going through a divorce. Let's keep him the fuck away.
And that is, why do my differences threaten you so much? If you interpret things differently.
Wait.
Differences threaten you so much. If you interpret things differently, or if you have a different emotional reaction, or if you have a different preference, it's like, why are you doing this to me? And it threatens them.
That's true. That's true. It feels like differences are like something to conquer sometimes. It feels like it's a roadblock to jump over. It's like a goal to achieve when it shouldn't be. The goal should be to understand the other person and get it. But for me, it feels like I have to convince them otherwise.
It's because they have no empathy. They have no notion that other people have their...
Now, I'll be honest, guys. I have no empathy. No sympathy. Unless you're a man going through divorce. I swear. You going on just general hard times, I don't care. You a man going through divorce and you getting railroaded, I fucking care. I care like nobody's business. But you just down on your luck, I don't care. I don't care. Don't hit me with your sob story. Oh, you having trouble paying your bills? I don't care. I don't care. Tell me how you getting out of it. Now, if you having trouble paying your bills as a result of a divorce or child support, alimony, I'm all ears. We could brainstorm some shit. I'll help you get on your feet, because so many men are like vulnerable to like self-deletion when they experience divorce.
Angles that they operate with, and empathy means that you're willing to see life from another person's perspective. And it's like, I don't have any curiosity about you and how you think and how you feel. and I have no desire for another perspective. So of course, my differentness threatens them in the sense that it says you're not the center of the.
I'm always willing for you guys. Anything with me though is I'm always at least willing to have a conversation. I'll never shut down and shun you out. I'll actually listen, and even though it might get kind of crazy, right? I'll always entertain a dialogue all the time. So I get mauled when I don't get a dialogue. It's like I still want to hear it and talk about it.
To a certain extent, I am the same way. I love hearing the different opinions of others, especially ones who disagree with me. Now, look, if you going on some goddamn flat earth shit, you know what I'm saying? Or if you part of like the New World Order, one of them, then maybe I might cut the conversation short. Or if you like an ex-girlfriend trying to argue before I go to bed or right when I wake up before I'm about to walk out the door, I will be like, look, I'm challenging this shit. And salute to the coach gang in the building.
And that's you.
All right, let's keep going on if
And
XQC is a narcissist.
Of the universe right in this moment. It's like, oh yes, I am. And so their lack of interest in you reflects their need to be the center of attention at all times. Or number 5, do you honestly believe that your opinions cancel out the validity of others' opinions?
No.
You know, there are so many different topics and subjects that arouse varying opinions.
Yes.
And it could be the big stuff like politics and religion.
So?
I mean, those are topics we can talk about all day long and have very different thoughts about it. But it can be something simple things like what you like to do for entertainment or where you want to go on your vacation. They have an opinion about everything. And rather than saying, well, here's my opinion, what's yours? It's like, no, I don't want to know your opinion. And so in their mind, it's like there's only one that matters, and it's me.
I ain't gonna say friend, but I know someone like that. I know someone like that.
And so they honestly do believe they've got such a high and lofty notion about how life is supposed to be. It's like, well, then if you have something that's different, it's probably irrelevant.
I might do that sometimes.
Or a 6th question we could ask them.
Now look, guys, let's be honest. If XQC has an opinion about live streaming, I'm gonna fucking take it. If he says, nah, Henry, my opinion trumps yours, I'm gonna take it because he has a proven track record of success. Okay. And that's just what it is. I don't know what to say. Like, you have to recognize your experts. When Jack tell me something about Twitch, I take it. When my editor tell me something about Twitch, their opinion, I take it. When my editor say something about the live streaming, I take it. Same thing when people in Henry Corey tell me I need to be doing something different, I take it. I mean, think of the sound. If people in Henry Corey didn't tell me about my sound being off and send me videos to look at to make my sound better, I'll be an idiot. An idiot. I think it sounds way better. I need to probably add a compressor, but for today, shit. Hey, we up.
And that is, in what ways
don't let the Matrix get me.
Grow and change?
Oh, no, not me. This is not me.
And that is, in what ways do you...
No, I have a lot of things that work on myself on. I know that for 100%.
Bro, me too.
Guys,
Me too.
I know for 100%. Guys, I have a lot of answers to that.
need to grow and change? Now, there are a lot of people that ask, particularly when you...
Slowing down, being more understanding, being more caring, being more generous with others, giving them more leeway in what they say to me and how I interact with what they're telling me. A lot of times I don't give people the benefit of the doubt and have my walls up.
Getting to know people, and if you really...
I don't know, guys. When it comes to my more consistency, god damn, man, my consistency be lacking. What else? I'm always rushing. I'm always in the go mode, guys. I'm always in go mode to the point where people like just relax. I got content brain, and sometimes I can't turn it off. It gets annoying. And I'm probably, I want to say I'm getting better with it, but I'm getting better at the expense of output of content, which burns me out.
Really want to know if they're sincere or not, ask them this question: in what ways do you need to grow and change? And the narcissist is thinking, well, I could probably have a nicer house, or I could probably, make more money or something like that. But it's like, grow,
No, that's not me.
change. I don't need
Well, you don't need more money.
Again, they
That's not me at all.
have such a tightly sculpted image that they have out there to suggest that they need to grow and change implies that they're not a complete person. And it illustrates that they live with
Someone
a hidden
said cap.
shame. You know, to suggest that you need to grow means you don't have it all together. And to them, it's like, oh, that's the worst thing possible. They can't answer that question. Or seventh question.
Bro, I wish I had it all together. I really do. And one day I will. One day I will. I promise you. I promise you. I think I need probably like 2 more years and I'll have it all together. I need 1 more professional license for my career. And then hopefully by then I'll have 1 million subs. And every time I go live, I'll have like 1,000 people in the chat where I could be like, you know what? Maybe it's time to quit my job.
Come on,
That is, if I make you feel so frustrated, why do you keep coming back? Now sometimes
because I like it.
the narcissist
He talking about Adept. I like it.
will just say, get out of here, forget it, I can't stand you. But they can have a lot
Because
of
I like
anger
it.
and strain and tension. And when you just think they just so expended all of that emotion at my expense,
Because it is my understanding, okay, that having 2 people on the same side is bad overall. I like having somebody that I don't agree with a lot, so that we can talk about stuff and have at least something to talk about. So always saying, oh yeah, we agree with everything and it's boring as fuck. I actually enjoy the heat.
Look, I enjoy a good conversation. But someone just disagreeing me for the sake of disagreeing me? Hell no. I don't need that in my life. I don't want that in my life. I don't. Sincerely, I don't.
they never want to be around me. They keep coming back and they keep criticizing you. Why do they do
Enjoy
that?
taking
And the
that
answer
money.
is, it makes them feel superior. And then every time you gripe and whine and
The
complain,
pants,
it's like that feeds them. That's their supply. It's like, well, you need me around to just keep you straight, and it just makes me feel like I'm that much better. Conflict and strain and tension actually allows them to enter into their fake place of superiority. And then an 8th question is, why do you go silent? Now, sometimes in their ways of dealing with you, they'll just kind of give you the silent treatment, and they just ignore you, or they'll pull back and they'll withdraw.
I don't do that.
Secret.
Yeah, I think he's talking about someone I used to be in a long-term committed relationship with, but I can't be for sure.
They don't let you know what's going on, and
Okay, do that.
it's all part of their fear, of course, and it's all it illustrates that they can have propensities towards passive aggressive anger.
No,
They
don't do
get
that.
their anger out, but with the least
Nope.
amount of vulnerability. So those are some questions that a narcissist just simply can't answer. They can't be open. They can't access the interior of themselves.
I never actually ignore people, because when I'm in an argument or whatever, I never actually stop and move on and let him get mauled. I always give the answers back.
Now, I'm hoping that as you observe
Not me.
these kind of things, that you'll have an entirely different mindset that you can draw upon. For example, I'm hoping you can think,
You can ask all the people around me, dude. I never block anybody. I always get blocked. I never block any of my girlfriends, ex-husbands. I never block anybody. I always get blocked.
things like,
Now, we know who be blocking. Adept blocked my ass or fucking whatchamacallit. He probably right. He probably doesn't block anyone. His mods blocks people, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be fair. To make the statement,
That's a truthful statement.
he's like, oh, I never blocked anyone. Ever. And he like, cat. Like, well, technically I didn't. My mods did it.
being personable. And in addition to that, I like.
Well,
being
Aiden is a
kind.
fucker. I blocked his ass because he did some bullshit. He fucking spammed the mic. That's bullshit.
Fine with that. I hope that I never stop learning and growing. I want to be free. And freedom means that you don't have to hide behind pretenses. And then there's another thought that I'm hoping you can go along with. This is one of Gus's favorites. Love me, love my dog. That's an old Southern saying. When you get me, you get what comes with me. Love me, love my dog.
Hey, man, every woman that's been in my life, they know exactly what I want, exactly what I'm about, the things I do good, the things I do not. And a lot of them take the deal. They take the deal. It's a good deal.
I just had to throw that one in for Gus. Gus is not here today.
Is that the
Or another
ending?
thought that I'm hoping you can hold on to, and that is Coming to terms with your mistakes and failures is part of the growth process. I embrace that. Or another thought that I hope you can hold on to is, if we love each other, it means we love all of each other. We just put it all out there. And
Thank you, man. I have learned, chat. That was good. I enjoyed
life
that.
is simpler when we're not conniving and looking for an angle. We each are a
Adept.
combination of pluses
Adept.
and minuses. And
Good. I learned a lot.
What things do I do good? In a relationship like Cheyenne. What type of shit? She didn't change their picture. She got like she got the boobs out. Like, where your husband at, girl? What are you doing? What things do I do good? A lot. I do a lot good. I'm very generous. Very generous. But anyway, what do you guys think? Is XQC a narcissist? Yes, no, maybe. Now,